Hi. Shh. Okay, you can't be like.
Hi.
Tell him your name.
I'm Emmett.
Who are you named right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're pretending that we're on the sandlot. Coming to you from the bedroom. Because I was trying to get away from. Alright, so we're going to make this 10 minutes about me. Which is not going to be fun.
No.
I'm not that interested.
This is not going to be funny.
Okay, hush. This is Mommy's school, okay? Just be quiet. Alright, so that's me.
Wait, where are you?
Oh no, this isn't working.
Dumber da.
Stop. I'm a full-time paramedic. I am now a homeschool teacher. I do preschool and 3rd grade. I'm a lunch lady now. I'm a coach and a referee. I'm a house cleaner and interior decorator. I'm a farmhand.
Yeah, baseball.
And I'm a mama most of the time. And I'm a wife. That's important too.
Nope.
Yeah, I am.
Nick.
So I was born and raised here in North Carolina. I was born in Raleigh, and I moved to Johnston County when I was about 3. I have gone to just about every school in Johnston County because I lived right there on the county line. No, I lived right there on the school district line out off of Barber Mill Road. So I've gone to East Clayton, Clayton Primary, Cooper Elementary, Cleveland Middle, the old brick apartments there on Cleveland School Road, and then we moved into the Cleveland Middle off of Cornwallis Road. I've been to the the brick building in downtown Clayton. I went there for a little bit, and then I think Hurricane Fran came through and flooded the whole thing. And I think that's when East Clayton opened. I went to Clayton Middle for a little bit. And then I went to Clayton High School and ended up at West Johnston. That's where I graduated. I played softball at both places. And then I actually met my husband at Clayton High School. We went to school together, but we met. He used to come fishing down at the very end of my neighborhood. We had Swift Creek that runs back behind there. So we fished together.
No, stop it, the mic.
Okay, listen. You gotta be good. I'm gonna kick you out. So after high school, I got a little bit of a scholarship and played 2 years at Lewisburg College. We went to nationals in Florida 1 year, and I started in right field that year. I was a lefty slapper, if anybody knows what that is. It really means that I just was not a power hitter and I couldn't hit, but I was super fast. So I did that in college and did okay at that. I've gone to various other schools, Wake Tech, JCC. I went to Methodist after that and played a semester of softball there. And yeah, so now I'm back in school. I went to JCC for my EMT basic and paramedic.
Now, why are you going in the ambulance on that thing?
I was talking to the helicopter lady when she landed. I got my paramedic in 2012. I volunteered when Smithfield was still Smithfield EMS before it got taken over by the county. I volunteered at Four Oaks and then eventually became part-time. I'm still part-time there. And I volunteered at 5210 as a basic, and then I think that's where I got my first full-time job, and I was there for about 5 years. When Smithfield got taken over, I jumped over to Johnston County and remained part-time there, and I've been part-time there for years and years. And now I'm full-time at Johnston County. I love it there. I love moving around. I love seeing different little towns and just getting to know all over the county. I'm a preceptor there. I am not yet wanting to move up, but I still do a lot of what is expected by lieutenants. They give me a lot of students. They give me a lot of clearing medics for the county system. And now I'm right back in the hot seat. So I am applying to Wilson Community College to go to nursing. That's kind of been a goal of mine for a long time. I want to do labor and delivery or something specialty. I might do cardiac ICU or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? I might even fly. I've gotten my critical care. Then I could have taken the flight paramedic class for, but the flight paramedic test, but I never pursued that. So that was this summer. That picture was this summer, and I had to go back and do my anatomy and physiology because I started it like 3 times in college, and that was the only class that I never finished. But I got an A and a B. Being a student these days, can you please turn that back on? As you can see, is a little different. I have a mama's boy who loves to be right up under me. So he has participated in many lab projects, sheep brain dissection, cow eye dissection, fetal pig dissection. He's kind of seen it all. He just likes to be right with me. So I have adapted to that as a student, and we do things a little different than everybody else does, but that's okay. I am married to my husband Dominic. Okay. 3, 4. In 2 more days, it'll be 11 years. We always forget our anniversary. Usually our pastor has to text us and remind us. But I am a law enforcement spouse. He has been a deputy for Johnston County for 5 years now. Before that, he was with Selma for 7 years. He is now a lieutenant, and I'm very proud of him for moving up the ranks there. At one time, I was a military spouse. He was deployed to Afghanistan for a year while I was going to get my paramedic. That was a really hectic time in my life. I worked as a CNA nights at the ER, and of course we had our first child there. And I stuck it out, and I made it through, and I graduated paramedic class, and we got to move on with our lives. So I'm thankful for his protection while he was there and that he was brought back safe. That was us at Christmas time when we couldn't take our family pictures together. We improvised. Our hobbies together, 9 minutes went by really fast. Our hobbies together, we like to ride horses as a family. My daughter loves riding horses. We have 2 right now, 1 quarter horse and 1 little Shetland pony. My daughter's there every time. She loves to ride with me. That's my horse, Onyx. She's a big girl. I love to hunt with my husband. I was 22 weeks pregnant there when I shot that deer. It wasn't the biggest deer in the world, but it brought home meat in my refrigerator, and that's what we hunt for. We don't hunt for big trophies, although that's fun, but we eat every bit of what we shoot, and we're thankful for what God provides us. We also like dove hunting, and that was me a few years ago. We like to shoot our guns. We like to maintain that knowledge and that skill just in case. We hope we don't ever have to use it, but we're ready if we do. We have a bunch of animals. We live on about 4 acres. That's our pig Reba. We have a big old bloodhound named Memphis. He's over 100 pounds, but he thinks he's a little tiny lapdog. He also loves his stuffed animals. That's really his only vice, is we can't leave any stuffed animals around. So there's his little baby that he's holding on to on the right. That's Aubrey's Shetland Sunshine. She had colic there, and we spent about 10 hours out there with her straight. Aubrey never left her side. The vet came out and was very helpful and hands-on with Aubrey and taught her how to listen to her heart rate. And so we have a little veterinarian on our hands. She wants to go to NC State. We're also involved with 4-H. She shows goats. So we have 2 goats, but we've been through about 3 of them. We show and sell them every spring. So right now she's got Uncle Buck, but we've had speckled ears that was a doe, and Little Horns was a wether, and that means he was a castrated male. We've sold him, and she gets money and puts it in her bank for scholarship. We're members at Johnson Memorial Church. I sing on the praise team, and I sing for our Celebrate Recovery program. If you haven't heard of that, it's a program that was right here locally. It was started by Temple Baptist, but they have some in Garner and Raleigh and everywhere. But it's a great program. I encourage you to check it out. I also teach children's church, and I went on a missions trip just last July to Guadalajara, Mexico. That's probably my last. I'm a homebody, and I don't like being away from my children or my husband. Our favorite place to go is the mountains. We go about every year, and we go with about 6 other families that are our best friends, that our children have grown up together. We've pretty much grown up together and known each other since high school. So we like to get together and rent a big old house and just play for a whole week. We like to float down the river. That's super fun. My kids love it. We just like to be outside. And then we're always busy, as we all, are into sports and into everything else. We're just a super busy family. So anyways, that's about me. Thanks for listening.